the Hooli movie genre certainly was, I would say. So along has come the Hooligan Factory, and not just two of the stars, but the producer and director of the film, Nick Nevern and Jason Maza. Join us in the studio, guys. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, guys. How's it going? All right?
Well, when that news came in, Jason, you said, "Oh, blimey, how long's he signed for?" You're an Arsenal fan?
No, I'm a West Ham fan.
Oh, you're a West Ham.
So I'm delighted that he signed.
That seems to be. What about you, Nick? Who's your team?
No, I'm a Chelsea boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I myself.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. No, I heard that. We've got a kindred love of each other already. Sitting quite close to each other anyway. It's quite nice.
Now, you've both appeared in let's use maybe a word that could pop up in the vernacular, pucker versions of this kind of movie, the sort of genre. You've done serious ones, haven't you?
Yeah. I had a little role in a movie called Rise of the Foot Soldier. Yeah, so we've been. Yeah, I suppose that's why we wanted to make this film. Really, being a part of the original ones, and I think we just felt like, you know what, we love those movies, but it needs a rebrand. It needs to be fresh. And what can we do to sort of, you know, give it a new sort of bit of spice on it, really.
Well, it's kind of become a cliche, so when anything becomes that, it's ripe for sort of satire and taking the mickey out.
And it's so popular. There's so many people that love those movies.
It is. It's a huge genre. It's massive. If you look at the numbers of those films, they're just, it's incredible how not just in this country but also abroad. They're massive.
If you take the laughs out of it and you take the spoof, I mean, I suppose in all good spoofs you're dealing with a good straight down the line version of one of these films. So the story is essentially.
Yeah, I mean, the story is, basically, it's essentially Nick Love's version of The Firm. Yeah. Young guy, played by Jason Maza, meets older hooligan, played by myself, and go on a journey as old as hooliganism itself, really. That's kind of the tagline that we've kind of adopted for it. But yeah, like you say, if you take the laughs out, all those films kind of follow a very rigid structure.
Yeah, and also with good comedy, actually the more cliched it could be, the funnier it could become. That's where you get the laugh. It's a bit like what Simon Pegg and those guys do it fantastically well with Shaun the Dead or Hot Fuzz. They take the cliches and they flip it on its head. So actually, the more that when Nick was writing it, the more we stuck to that, the more fun we was allowed to have with it.
Yeah.
Is it a period? Is it set in a certain time, or is it set today?
Well, when me and
the 1850s.
Yeah,
no, that would be great. I know.
No, it's a good question. That's a very good question. And when me and Mike Linley, my co-writer, when we were writing it together, we were kind of thinking about setting it around the 80s, especially with the clothes, the style of the time. But it kind of got lost along the way. There's no Rubik's Cubes in it or anything like that. It's not specific 80s.
It could be today.
Could be any time.
Yeah.
I'm actually suddenly warming to the idea of a football hooligan film set in the 1850s. Corinthians and Royal Engineers. Just how different. If these blokes had just been to war, they'd be proper hard. They'd be proper hard.
Did they even have terraces back then? What would they fight on?
I dread to think, but it would be. It feels a bit Harry Enfield, but it might just work.
I've just sent a text to Spielberg, so let's see.
See if we can get the money.
Listen, Jason Maza will have it made by lunchtime. Don't worry about that.
So, we were saying before we started, you've done brilliantly to get it on. This is really a hard thing to do, isn't it? Come up with a script, get finance, get it distributed, the whole business. How long has it taken, all in all, the whole process?
Well, this actually, it is tough getting films made. But I think that when it took Nick and about sort of 6 months, Nick and Michael to write scripts about 6 months. But we was fortunate because the idea was so strong and people just felt like, this needs to be done. We actually got it off the ground quite quickly within a matter of months, and the whole process to get into now has been it's been 2 years, but that's actually quite quick in films term from conception to now. So yeah, but I think people just got the idea and were sort of excited by it and just went, this is fresh, this is new.
Absolutely, I think it's it's testament to. Obviously I wrote it with Mike, but it's testament to the script. When Jason was taking it to places, a lot of people, there was a lot of interest in it because everything stems from the script in film. Yeah. And if the script is good, then it makes certain other things a little bit easier. If the script's not so good, you have to rely maybe on casting or something else to boost it up. So I think it's all about the script.
It was all right.
It was all right. It was all right. I'm sitting there just bigging it up and says, the script was great. So, who wrote the script, Nick? Yeah, I did.
Have you got a few interesting cameos in there as well? Any of the old sort of faces from back in the day, they actually pop up in the film?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that it was really important to me and Nick when we started that we wanted some of the faces. We've got your Tamer Hassans, obviously he was in The Football Factory. We've got Craig Fairbrass, who was in Rise of the Foot Soldier, and even Cass Pennant. There's a lot in there. We don't give too much.
Leo Gregory as well from Green Street. There's what we wanted to do was have the leads as kind of people that weren't really involved in that genre of film. So you've got Tom Burke from The Musketeers, like, you know, people that you would never associate in those films, but peppered with the people that are synonymous with those films, or that the fans love, you know,
gives it a bit of authenticity.
Gives it authenticity, gives it credibility, and the fact that they were willing to jump on board is a great coup for us.
So I presume you both love football, otherwise you wouldn't have been interested in this genre to start with.
Sorry, is this not a golf?
It's
talk sport. We do everything.
We do everything. Oh, okay, that's great. Great.
No, we I love football. Yeah, I mean, I have to put up with it because I'm a West Ham fan. So there's not much joy.
Well, you've seen the news today. Have you seen that Teddy Sheringham's on board as the attacking coach?
Mate, let me just say that is like the best PR stunt in the world by West Ham. It's like they went, listen, the fans are upset. We need to do something. I'll tell you what we do. We'll get an attacking coach, because that means next year we're playing like Real Madrid, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's quite a coup, because Teddy doesn't strike you as the sort of bloke that would particularly want a coach. I mean, I think he'd be a good coach, but has not wanted to do it. So the fact they've actually got him on board to do it is a bit of a coup, really.
No, I am pleased, but I just don't know how much difference it's going to. I mean, obviously he's going to be brilliant, but it's more about the ethos, you know, how West Ham play. And even me, I'm only young, but I'm used to West Ham.
Only young? He's only a pup. I'm only young.
But I'm used to West Ham playing good football, you know. And for me, you know, this year was pretty horrible. I know we stayed up, but it was tough for me, I'll be honest. So
how's it going to work on the touchline? Teddy's going to get forward, Sam's going to get back.
I don't know if he's going to be. I don't know if he'll be on the bench. I'm sure they'll have better things to do.
I bet he is on the bench.
Do you think he will be?
Oh yeah.
Well, he might
You're
be
going to work
again.
all week, are you? Not be on the
I
bench.
don't think he'll be working. I think he's just going to come in and sprinkle some stardust.
maybe they're grooming him for when they give.
I do love how you guys just kind of go into your own little thing. So what do you think about this? It's like, just ignore everyone else. I think you'll be right. I just go into their little thing.
Well, you know, we could talk non-stop about the film.
No one cares. No one cares.
And you're a Chelsea man, so how do you feel about last season then, Nick?
I think it was all right. I think it was okay. You know, bit gutted, obviously. You know, we stopped Liverpool from winning it. That's all well and good.
It's a bit small-minded of you.
Not like Andy or anything like that. No, you never catch him thinking.
No, I mean, listen, you know, Mourinho's given it we're not going to, we're not ready to win the league sort of thing, and sometimes I think that might affect the way that our players play, you know, and if they're getting on the pitch.
He didn't believe that.
I know, of course not.
Didn't, and that's why he was so annoyed the last few weeks of the season. He thought they were going to win it.
But the thing is, that can get into people's heads, though. You know, if you're going on thing and your manager's saying in the press and all that, I don't think we're the little horse, yada 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 yada. You know, sometimes it could affect people. That's what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah, I think he told them they could win it, and he was annoyed.
And he was just gutted.
But Bosh, you've been saying all season you didn't think we're going to. Well, I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I didn't mean it, obviously.
So it's funny. We don't know who the teams are. They're these sort of fictional sides that the boys are following. We never find out who the team, so we don't get any sort of tribal about the people.
No, we wanted to keep it open. It was a comedy, and if we went down that route, it wouldn't have worked. So no, it's completely open. And
plus we wanted everyone to enjoy it. I mean, everyone kind of enjoys the original films. So even though they are catered for certain teams, so we just wanted everyone to go and have a laugh at it, and have a good time.
And where can we see it? It's out in cinemas.
Yeah, so basically we're doing this quite unusual thing, really. It's like everyone could be a part of the premiere. So on June the 9th, it's going to be in cinemas up and down the country, and you go to your local cinema, and you've got live comedy from Dapper and Russell Kane, and then you watch the film. So and we're all in Leicester Square, but at the same time you're in your local cinema, sort of experiencing the whole night. So for me it was like British film. If you're going to go out, let's make it an event. That's
it. And you don't get many event films in this country. It's such a shame because obviously all the event films are from the States. They have the bigger money, the bigger budgets. So it's nice that we're doing something like this for all the people that we couldn't invite to the premiere. We're kind of giving them a little bit of it, and you can come down your local cinema, check it out, and get some live comedy and get the film as well. So it's
value for money. That's what I'm about.
Value for money. Value for money.
That's what it's all about. Guys, all the best for the film. Good to see you.
That's so kind of you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
Nick Nevern and Jason Maza there. The film from June the 13th. It's in all cinemas. So the 9th will be the premiere evening, you say?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And the Hooligan Factory will be your local cinemas. Hawksbee and Jacobs here on Talk Sport. Still to come this afternoon. Clips of the week. Matthew Hoggard on Freddie Flintoff's return. Carl Robinson, the MK Dons manager, tells us what managers get up to during the summer. They're probably bit busier than the average player, and more besides. We're with you through until 4 o'clock, when don't forget Mikael Kessler among the guests of Adrian and Alvin Martin in Drive.